What up, everybody? Welcome to the RanDumb Show. I am one of your hosts, Lex Caliber, aka Big Daddy Green Thumb. With me, as always, is my partner, DJ L-Spade,
Balls.
aka Marcus Johnson.
L-Spadiea 2 coming out November 16th.
Producer, rapper extraordinaire, L-Spadiea 2 coming at you soon. Are you vaccinated for the COVID-19?
You know what, man? I actually am fully vaccinated.
Well, good news. Surprise, motherfucker. You're gonna die. The government's stealing your DNA. They're gonna make sex robots with it.
Bruh.
As we speak, I feel myself getting stronger as the nanobots run through my veins.
Oh, man. Wolverine healing factor.
I know, right? Yes, I welcome these microchips. I have actually gotten tired of talking about COVID, especially in America.
Man.
Because here in the land of the rising, you have to do a song and a dance to even get the vaccine. Like, I literally had to call the American Embassy to get my shot. And they had to call the Japanese Ministry of Health. I did a whole rigmarole to get these vaccines. But in America, y'all got the golden ticket and nobody's doing it. And it's all because of fear that the government is going to do something nefarious to hurt you. Which, I say to you, do you know if the government really wanted to kill you, there's way more efficient ways to do it.
You would already be dead.
Than to actually give you a vaccine. Do you know they can just poison your food? The FDA,
Water supply.
The FDA is the government official. Government regulates water.
Look, I'm gonna say this. America, in this day and age, one of the best committers of genocide
Facts.
in the world.
Facts.
Okay? From when it was a British colony until today, we have a proven track record of effective genocide.
You think we care about killing people? We want to do that? Ain't you read the history books?
Manifest Destiny is one of the worst reasons for genocide and thievery.
Or maybe it's the best one.
Well, yeah.
God told us, yo, like, how you gonna knock God? Like, man, I don't want to kill y'all, but Jesus told me I gotta kill y'all.
My hands are tied, dog. I gots to do this.
I mean,
I'm not going to hell for any of you motherfuckers.
But, now, it's literally one of those things where I look at people's rationale for not getting the vaccine, and I'm just like, you know what? Cool. If you don't want to take the vaccine, don't take it. Because eventually, you're not going to outrun COVID. It's going to catch you. It's going to get you. Even if you have been vaccinated, it's going to get you. So I'm like, yo, make it easy on yourself now by taking the vaccination, or don't. I don't care.
Well, there's also, it's not, the vaccination, it's not just about them getting it. It's who are you going to pass it to? And if you pass it to a vulnerable person, you know, you directly are the cause of potential death.
But I will argue with you that is not a factor in the American zeitgeist.
But it should be, because herd immunity is predicated on
America is
protecting the weak.
Yes, but
vulnerable.
America is based on looking out for yourself. That's how we get in along. But man, capitalism at its core is about how many people I can fuck and how can I do for myself. Greed is good. That's why the mask thing was always going to be an issue in America. Like, I knew when they said, well, we need to wear a mask, I knew that wasn't going to fly, because Americans don't want to do, like, what?
You're not going to tell me what to do.
Especially white folks, to be honest. Like, white folks wasn't going to listen to that shit. Because white folks ain't used to being told what they can't do.
And black folks, rightfully so, don't trust the government. Well, bro, when we were kids, we had the vaccine card at school to make sure we had our inoculations.
We did.
It's not the first time vaccines have been mandatory, but people act like now it's this big conspiracy when it's like, we've been doing this shit the whole time.
But they're not mandatory now, because you can actually just get PCR tested every week. If you don't want to get the vaccine,
I think it depends on where you are.
Well, okay,
some companies, they're like, you got to get it. And other ones, like, if you don't get it, then we're going to test you regularly.
Right. But nobody should have a problem with that, right? Because we got all these at-will states where they can fire you for anything they want to. So, like, matter of fact, Republicans should be good with that. Because y'all always for the business owners, the corporations. So y'all should love that.
Bruh.
But we should get into some of the reasons that we've heard about vaccine hesitancy.
Yeah,
now there are facts, and then there's bullshit.
True.
Now we can start with the facts. Recently, some shit was found in the vaccines. The bits of rubber and steel made it into some of the Moderna vaccine vials.
Mm-hmm.
That's a real thing. Shouldn't happen. Now, it's a very, very extremely small percentage.
Right.
But whenever something happens, people just assume that it's rampant.
Widespread. Yeah.
That's true. Being microchipped by the vaccines, I'm calling bullshit.
It's the dumbest shit ever, man.
Because look, hold up. If you got this, a phone, you're microchipped.
You're being tracked.
Especially, and we got these health trackers like rings and shit and watches that track your vitals and your blood sugar or whatever, all that stuff. You're chipped.
Not to mention, most of y'all are giving y'all information out every goddamn day on social media. You know how many posts name 10 movies that you've watched 3 times? That's just data mining, dude. If y'all don't know it, I don't answer them damn questions because they just find out what to ship to you again. No. Or name something that you like. All that's just data mining, dude. So they can just market to your ass better. Y'all think y'all, oh yeah, I like watching this movie. No. Yep. They're extrapolating all the data from y'all. So you're being tracked already.
Consider a VPN.
Please consider a VPN. Like, seriously, do that. Do that. That's a concern.
What else have, magnetism. Hey, check this out. I got a magnet phone case. Okay, right here. You see that? It doesn't fall out. It's a magnet.
Have you been vaccinated?
I just got my first one today.
Let's see, man. Stick it to you. Stick it to you. Is it gonna work?
Hold up. Well, maybe I get the second one.
Well, I'm fully vaccinated. Let's try.
Yeah. Now put your arm vertical. Yeah. All right, right there on the median.
Got it. Ah, man, come on, dude. I want to be Magneto.
So magnets don't stick to magnetized skin, but apparently spoons do. Because you probably saw the video of the fiasco that happened in court.
And this is why we're losing, man. This is why we're losing the science, because 9 out of 10 is because you got some oily ass skin that spoon's sticking to you. Wash your damn face.
It's called friction.
Wash your face.
We're just oily in general. It's called sebum, people. It's the oils that your skin naturally excretes. Like if you take your nose.
You man breaking down the science. I see you.
I read and I listen. If you take your nose and you squeeze it, I'm not gonna do it because it's disgusting. But if you squeeze your nose,
what comes out?
White gunk comes out of your pores. It's oil. It's sebum. We need it so we don't walk around with sandpaper skin flaking off everywhere. It's natural. Or maybe it was hot and you sweat and you're sticky from humidity.
The microchip thing has always been stupid though. You know how much it would cost to put a micro nano chip technology, which I don't think even exists, but to put that in every damn vial, you know how much money that would cost, dude?
Well, I mean, it can't just be one microchip because what if it doesn't get sucked?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Nanotechnology that doesn't exist, sci-fi shit.
Yeah.
Like that would cost like way more money than what it's worth when I can just put some poison in your food and kill you.
Yeah. And y'all gotta lay off Bill Gates.
Man, Bill Gates out here trying to live this new life.
He's saving, him and his ex-wife have saved thousands of children's lives.
Now.
And people are trying to talk about he's trying to microchip everybody. He's like, he made Microsoft. He won.
He already got y'all.
He got you.
Most of y'all clicking accept on everything anyway, dude. Like, most of y'all ain't reading the terms and agreement of none of them apps y'all downloading, but y'all worried about being tracked now.
Yeah, he already got you.
1, 2. I got you. Like, seriously.
Rise.
Like, yo, a lot of this is just really makes no damn sense to me. But whatever, dog. I feel like you have a right to be stupid until it starts infringing on me.
That's what I'm saying. The village idiot should have a voice, but they should never be the village mayor.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying.
But like I said, man, once again, dog, COVID coming for you.
Yeah.
Like, COVID
with the variants?
Yeah.
Delta is the main motherfucker now, right? Which is more infectious. Now, here's the thing. People like to say, well, if you're vaccinated and you can still get sick, what's the point of getting vaccinated?
Immune response.
Let me tell you, immune response, exactly. Because if you're vaccinated fully and you get Delta, you don't get as sick. You don't pass it as readily as you do if you're unvaccinated, and you're very unlikely to be hospitalized.
Haven't heard a lot yet.
The people that are hospitalized these days, what was it like? I think it was like 99% of them.
It's in the 90s, upper 90s.
Are unvaccinated.
Once again, that's the data you need, guys. Also, if you thought it was some nefarious plot, the vaccines have been around long enough right now that you should feel more confident, and they've been FDA approved. Well, Pfizer has been FDA approved. So if you had any reluctance, some of that should be, and I understand you being reluctant about putting anything in your body.
Especially with the quickness of it.
Right.
Which...
It wasn't quick, though.
It wasn't quick.
We gotta, stop saying it was quick.
50 years coming.
Yes. People, they've been working on this. The thing was that we just money whipped them when this when this COVID came out. We were like, yo, we need to speed this up.
How many stacks started to throw at you
we just started,
to get you to work?
Yeah, we beat the hell out of them with that money. Like, yo, bro, how much you need? $2 billion? You got it, man. Make it happen.
Yeah, tomorrow, yesterday.
Which is a testament to yo, if you throw money against the right problem, it can happen.
Well, that's the space race.
Right.
The space race, which we didn't win.
We didn't.
The space race happened because we threw a shit ton of money at it.
Yes.
Money can get you shit.
Yeah, man. When you money for a problem, dog.
Yeah.
It ain't always the answer, but most of the time, this shit's growing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the mRNA vaccine, 50 years of research was already done.
Yes.
So everything was primed for this pandemic because they didn't make it for COVID, the mRNA vaccine, which a lot of people think it was created for COVID.
Yes.
But it wasn't. It was being researched as a potential immunization technology or method for types of viruses that we cannot do like we do the flu virus, the flu in vaccination, for example. So they already had 50 years of research, and they're like, oh man, this is what we got?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's use this.
So it was ready for testing. It wasn't just this thing that came out of thin air like, what the hell is an mRNA vaccine? Do your Googles.
Well, that's the thing, man. People don't do Googles, and misinformation is rampant. And I tell anybody, do not get your news via memes. That is not a good... I mean,
memes is not news.
Like, that's how people reply to me sometimes. I'll say some factual stuff. I'll be like, yo, this is where I got it from. I got this from this story. I got it from CNN. I got it from Fox News. I got this right here from MSNBC. And they just give me a meme. Like,
yeah,
bro, that's not a source. That's not a valid source. Well, this meme saying the government is conspiring. I'm like, yo, bro, that's not a good...
Yeah. Unless the meme has verifiable things. Like if you say, this happened by this person at this year, you could fact check that.
But here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Most people don't fact check
They don't,
that.
no.
Because I do this all the time. I have a friend online. His name is Aaron Pugsley. I call him Conklin. He's my homie. But he'll post some stuff about the crime rate, and I actually go over and look at him like, dude, this is not right. Like they just made this up and they just give a fake source. This source is not even right. Via FBI.facts. Like, yeah, that's not, it's not. It's like, come on, dude. Yeah. Or they'll do a website that's not even a valid website or viable. Like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Conservative Pack 99. It's like,
well, here's the thing. When you fact check, there's a way to do it.
It is.
And
most people don't know how to fact check.
Yeah. One of the things is a quick way you can do is look at the URL. If it sounds like some extremist ideological stuff, well, guess what? It's gonna be some extremist ideological stuff. Like www.realtruthnow.com. I'm not gonna fact check on realtruthnow.com.
You know what? The sad thing about that is, man, every time I've done a fact check, like walk down to see stuff, 85% of the time leads to a white supremacist website. Like dead ass. I've done this. Oof. I promise you.
Oof.
Start hunting down the links. 85% of the time it's gonna be a white supremacist website. And the thing is, when you're doing fact checking, guys, you need at least 3 verifiable sources to say the same thing. From first, like he said, check the URL, do your research on that, right? Check the affiliate links.
If there's an author name,
yes,
that
do your research on that. Because it was back to the COVID thing. It was a doctor in Texas. I forgot his name, but he was saying, as a doctor, I say don't take the vaccine.
What was he a doctor in?
That was the thing, right? He wasn't a virologist. He was a cardiologist. And I'm like, bruh, I need some heart advice. You my guy. But like,
I need my lungs looked at. I'm coming to you.
Yeah, you my guy, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to a podiatrist or
an osteopath.
Yes. Like I'm not going to a dentist Hey man, so you're a dentist. What do you think about this COVID vaccine? I'm not doing that, dude. Like, that's out of your wheelhouse.
Yeah, like, yes, they all have the same, like, prerequisite scientific stuff they gotta study, but specialization exists for a thing. That's why you have a brain surgeon, is not a heart surgeon, is not a fucking, I don't know, toe surgeon.
But that's the thing, right? The breaking down of institutions have really shown the problem we have now. There's no faith or trust in institutions.
Yep.
So now people are just prone to fall for anything because this has been a constant chipping away. So this COVID thing really shows the flaw that America has in how we assimilate information and what we take. Because look, man, can I go and say it? Can I say it?
Go ahead.
Look,
go ahead, Marcus. Go ahead.
Don't shoot the messenger, man. But a lot of this is because y'all racist. I'm just saying, like, a lot of this because y'all racist. Like, if we kind of heal the racism in America, a lot of this stuff will fix itself, man. And I say that because we've made everything political and ideological based on race. And once you clean that up and deal with the classism and the racism in America, things start to clean themselves up. I don't even want to break that down anymore because I know that's gonna get us.
Well, at least explain why the COVID stuff is wrapped up in racism.
All right, so right now you can break down which political party you lean towards if you're vaccinated and if you're not vaccinated. Right? Non-vaccinated people tend to be conservatives or part of GOP and Republicans, right? These are the same people who have systematically tried to exclude people of color out of the political system in the American experience. Because of the wedge issue made from race, it was easy to get these people to fall into the COVID thing too. See what I'm saying? Because you can actually link this back to the Mueller report, right? People were looking at the Mueller report, book 1, book 2, and people focused on book 2 because it was talking about collusion with Russia, but that wasn't the important book. The important book was book 1. Basically, this is a summarization of book 1, the Mueller report. The homies were sitting in Mother Russia. They're like, man, fuck America. How can we take them down? And they're like, man, I don't know. Shit, what we're going to do is we're going to send a special squad over to America, do some recon to see how to take these fuckers down. Because fuck America, right? So Russia sent a secret squad over there to America, and they stayed over there like 5-6 years. And then the secret squad came back to Mother Russia, and they sent them down. It's like, yo, what you find out, man? How can we take these American bastards down? And they looked at Putin and the homies, and it's like, these motherfuckers racist as hell, bro. If you want to take America down, start chipping at their racial divisions. And Russia's like, bet, got it. So what they did was they went to social media and they started playing all these wedge issue stuff, like gender stuff about men and women, pouring bleach on women's, pouring bleach on guys, man spreading on the subway. They started putting stuff targeted towards black people and white people, dividing us. The misinformation started way before the election started, and it just exacerbated through there. So now, because of those racial divides, people just piggyback off that, and the COVID thing got exacerbated for the same reason.
This sounds like some conspiracy shit. That's what I'm saying. It's confirmed. Russia hasn't been bashful about admitting the things that they've done.
Facts!
They've admitted and explained how they did this on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. They have their own, I don't want to say bot, they have their trolls.
Yeah.
To spread
Fancy
misinformation.
Bear. It's called Fancy Bear. Look it up, guys. Fancy Bear. Russia like, yeah, we did it. Like, yo, like seriously. If it wasn't for these racial divides, bruh, this COVID thing, I truly believe wouldn't have blown up this much because it's just a piggybacking blocks on top of blocks on top of blocks. So when they got all of the white folks, and let's be honest, man, most of the people who are unvaccinated, a lot white folks.
I think there's a lot of black folks.
Oh yeah.
But that's a different.
I mean, okay, here's the thing, right? It's a lot of black people, but black people are still the minority. We're only 16 to 18% of the population in America.
True.
So like, this goes back to the crime rate thing.
True.
Like, yo, it's really more white people doing crime.
True.
Just, you got to break it down.
True.
So like, when you start saying there's more black people unvaccinated, it's because they're adjusting for population.
Right.
So it's one of those sneaky little math tricks.
Right.
Like, technically more black people proportionally are unvaccinated. Well, what's the proportion of black people? Well, 3 million. Well, how many white folks not vaccinated? 20 million, but proportionally, it's only 5. Like, yo, dude, what we doing? Like, yo, it's just like when you do the crime rate, the state with the highest crime is Alaska.
That's like me adjusting. We order a pizza, right? And I adjust for body size.
Right.
So you ask me, how much did I eat? And I say, I ate 50% of that. And you're like, you left me 2 pieces. And I'm like, well, when you adjust for body weight, I ate 50% of the pizza. This is just trying to run game.
Yeah, dude. Like I tell you, but like numbers don't lie, but they sure can be manipulated.
Yes.
Like,
and I'm gonna most of you have probably seen these videos on Instagram and Facebook, Twitter, maybe even on TikTok, of people going to a supermarket, going to a restaurant, going somewhere in public, and throwing a fit. Grown adults throwing temper tantrums because the staff asked them to wear a mask or leave. Think back, check your heart of hearts. How many of them were white? And how many of them were not?
So many were white.
I'm going to say, of all the videos I've seen, 95% are white people. Usually of a certain generation, usually older white people, throwing fits.
Yes.
Goes back to the race thing you just talked about. You don't see videos of Black Americans, Asian Americans, Indian Americans, Native Americans, Hispanic Americans.
It's almost like white folks got some kind of privilege.
It's almost like white folks got some kind of privilege.
I mean, I don't know.
Or at least think they have some kind of privilege.
I don't know, man.
Could be, it could be the Russians.
Could be.
Yeah.
But that's why I say the race issue is what led to COVID being exacerbated. Because like a lot of y'all right now, y'all just riding for the squad. Y'all have no like rhyme or reason why not to take the vaccine or not to believe in COVID. Y'all taking dewormer, so that proves that you're scared of COVID. If you're taking horse dewormer, what was it called? Ivermectin. Yeah, if you're taking ivermectin and hydroxychloroquine, that's proving that you think COVID is real.
Here's a pro tip from somebody who has not studied anything in the medical fields. Don't take medication for shit that is not intended for.
See, that's the thing, right?
You heard it here.
Yeah, that is some great advice, right? Because you can OD off ibuprofen, right?
Sure.
It's just one of those things that people say, I don't know what's in the vaccine. I'm like, well, you don't technically know what's in that ibuprofen or that Tylenol you're taking either.
Yeah.
You don't know. Like, we can play this game with everything. You don't know what's in that food you just bought from the supermarket.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know, man, but that's the RanDumb Show.
It's a RanDumb Show.
L-Spadiea coming out November 16th.
Check it out.
L-Spadiea 2, I'm sorry.